What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. I'm sitting at a truck stop here in Missouri. I got to go pick up in the morning and run to Dallas, to Garland, Texas. Unexpected trip in toward the house. I'll probably come right back out though. So, wanted to make a video today to talk about what's going on in the market. Maybe talk about a couple of stocks that are showing some really good opportunities right now. Before we do, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market. Not ever. I am not your mama. Do your own research, make your own decisions, and take responsibility for those decisions, because I ain't going to be responsible, all right? So, market's tanking today. Market's tanking. You know, we've been on a downward trajectory in the growth stocks over the last week or so, and you know, things have been kind of, they'll go down a little bit and they'll come back up, and they'll go down and they'll come back up, kind of hover around the same spot. But over the last couple of trading days, we've had some really big pullbacks in some stuff, and you know, like traditionally, okay, like over the last 20 years on average, everybody says September's the worst month of the year, but over the last 20 years, it's been sometime around the middle of October that we've hit the lows before we start bouncing back up, all right? And, you know, we're now into October. Uncle Larry says, you know, stock up with Larry Jones, who I watch, he says it's October 22nd, technically is the date. But I want you guys to keep an eye out for opportunities over these next couple of weeks, all right? Something that I'm looking heavily at is Chargepoint, all right? Chargepoint is down to $18 today, guys. Analysts' expectations on this stock are in the 30s, you know what I mean? Like, I think that as we move toward the infrastructure bill being passed, we could see it go even a little bit lower. Chargepoint is an amazing opportunity over the longer term, all right? They are the number one, have the largest market share of electric vehicle chargers in the United States, all right? And $18 is a really cheap price for Chargepoint, all right? And if it goes lower than that, like, guys, if you hold it for a year, I can almost guarantee you're going to clean up. I mean, I can see this stock easily getting back to 40 at some point. I'm not saying it will hold 40, but I'm saying that I could easily see it having some run up to 40, 45 or something like that, and you being able to cash out on it. So keep an eye on Chargepoint. Consider it. If you're not familiar with it, the ticker symbol is CHPT. If you're not familiar with it, go do some research about Chargepoint. I personally, like in the M1 Finance, we have a small position which is down significantly right now. But I'm about to make some deposits. I'm in the process. I just kind of, I don't know if you remember, but I talked about how I had to change bank accounts and stuff, and I'm just now like really in the process of waiting for these last bills to hit to really switch it over to that other one. My direct deposit's already set up over there, and I've built up some cash over there, and I've just made the final moves to move my stock accounts over to that new account, and I'm about to make some deposits, all right? On Friday, I'm going to be looking to put about $1,000 in the Roth IRA and bring me up to that $10,000 mark of my personal input into that account. And I'm also looking to make some moves in the cash account. Like, I really want to kind of focus in on the cash account this next year and get it built up significantly. I know the Roth IRA is the place where I get the most tax advantage, but looking forward to the point when I'm ready to like cash out to start a business or come off the road or whatever, the cash account is going to work more to my advantage because there's no penalties involved in me withdrawing the gains in that. Whereas the Roth IRA, I can withdraw my own contributions tax-free, penalty-free, but I can't touch any of those gains. So I'm wanting to start focusing in on this cash account and getting that built up over this next year. And I'm hoping that Chargepoint comes down even some more from where it's at by the time I can make some deposits. And that's where I think I'm going to go with some money. All right, this $1,000 deposit that I make into the Roth. If Chargepoint is still down around these levels, I'm probably going to put that whole $1,000 into it. All right, and whatever I can put in the cash account. I want to go ahead and get that Roth to $10,000, and then I'm going to focus in pretty heavy on plowing money into this cash account. It's sitting around $3,000, a little over $3,000 right now, and I'm significantly up in my Bitcoin position over there, my Ethereum position over there, my Tesla position over there. And I'm down with Hyliion and OEG over there. So technically, I don't know where actually from my sales and stuff like that, I don't know where I am, but technically I'm down a little bit in that account. And Chargepoint, guys, when this infrastructure bill passes and the stuff goes through for EV chargers and stuff, I expect to run on Chargepoint, as well as on Blink, BLNK. Now, Blink, I'm not as bullish on Blink, and I haven't been, even though years ago, or a long time ago, I was trading Blink when it was like $5, $6 a share, and I wish I would have held that, because I've seen it go up higher than Chargepoint, up in the 50s. So I don't really have a good understanding of why Blink would be trading higher than Chargepoint, but it typically does for some reason. I would keep my eye on Chargepoint, guys. For a longer term stock, Corsair, like I really have got some convictions about Corsair, ticker symbol CRSR. And guys, Tesla, I've only got the one share of Tesla in the cash account, okay? I wish I had more, but it's hard for me to put that much into one share of a stock. Considering the fact that I don't have a lot of money to throw in the market, I try to put stuff where I think it will make me the most money. And but I think that Tesla could go on a big run by the end of the year. Like, they just beat on numbers. I'm sure you guys have seen that. They were expected to. I don't remember if it's production or delivery, but it was like 221,000 expected, and they did like 241,000. So they had a big beat, and that's at the same time, mind you, that all the other car companies are posting are down. Like, their production, deliveries, inventory is down, way down right now because of the chip shortage and all these excuses that they're throwing out there. But the reality is that Tesla's not down. Tesla is still just plowing, just killing the numbers, beating the expectations. I got a feeling that when Tesla, like right now, okay, they're running off of this beat that they just had, but over this next quarter, they're going to be opening that Texas plant. They're going to be opening that Berlin plant, I believe it is. And when the news starts coming out that they're opening these new plants, and these new plants are starting to ramp up, guys, Tesla's fixing to start flying again, all right? So if you're the type of person that has a lot of money to throw at a stock like Tesla, or even if you just want to buy some fractional shares or something, I'd be looking at Tesla. I mean, I know it's up right now, but it's still below where it was trading. It was up almost $900, So I like Tesla. I mean, everybody pretty much likes Tesla, you know what I mean? But I like it going forward. And, I've really got my eye on Chargepoint. Obviously, I'm still in Hyliion. I'm still in OEG. But those are positions that are going to take a little bit longer to play out. Whereas I think Chargepoint, like, if something happens and they pass this infrastructure bill, like more quickly than we expect, Chargepoint could have a big run. because, you know, everybody's watching Chargepoint for that EV charging, because there's a huge amount of money that's about to go into building out the United States charging network because of the big shift to EVs that's being pushed and everything. And ChargePoint is going to be a big beneficiary of that. So keep an eye on ChargePoint. I also want to say that Enphase, while it's way down right now, may be a really good time to be looking at Enphase also, because, you know, my cost basis is significantly higher than where it is right now. But the chip shortage is really like beating Enphase right now, and they've got this new product that they're waiting to launch, and I suspect that it is completed and they're waiting to launch it until this chip shortage clears up. But I'm telling you guys, when they launch that new product, which is an inverter that basically, if you have solar, okay, if the grid goes down and the power goes out, like, you got nothing, all right? It feeds into the electrical grid, and you can have a battery, or what if you got a battery, maybe that's different. But with this new product, it actually will work. Even if the power's shut off, it'll still feed energy to your house. And that's a big deal. That's the first of its kind that's been produced like that. So might keep an eye on Enphase, guys. Just do some research on Enphase and try to understand it a little bit, and why a lot of people are real bullish on that company, even though it's down right now. Like, when we get past this chip shortage and stuff, Enphase is going to start flying again. All right, I've seen it up 220, 225, and it's real low right now. But I think that overall, like, I think the big money is in ChargePoint right now. Like, at this $18 level, I think there's a good chance you double your money over the next year at some point, if you sell it when it hits that. I'm not saying it's going to stay way up there forever, you know, although I do think over the long term it's going to be much higher than $18 or even $30. But I think that over the next year, a really good chance you could double your money on ChargePoint at some point if you get in at these prices. You know, obviously OEG, you know, I talk about that a lot. I really think that over the next year I had the potential to triple my money in that one. So we'll see what happens. You know, no promises. I am not a financial advisor, and I got a little buzz right now. All right, but I'm telling you that these are my thoughts on what's going on right now. Like, you know, we did avert the government shutdown. I figured that there would be a big stalemate and that we would shut down for a few days and shit like we've done the past couple of times, but they did extend it through December, and now the big debate is going to be over these infrastructure bills. You know, you've got these corporate Democrats, Sinema and Manchin, who are holding it up basically, and it's only a matter of time before they strike a deal, and something's going to get passed. Okay, now whether it is just a small bill and the big bill never gets passed, or if it's the smaller bill and then the bigger, the $3.5 trillion bill gets cut down to 1.5 or 2 trillion or something like that, who knows? But something's going to pass. And guys, when it does pass, it's going to have a big effect on some of these stocks, all right? And ChargePoint is one of them, all right? And ChargePoint is just, it's a stock that I've been looking at for a long time. I've had a position in it before. I've doubled my money in it before. And it's at a level right now where I'm like, God, my mouth is just watering. If I could put money in right now, I would buy a shit ton of it right now at $18. So if you got a bunch of cash sitting on the sidelines, you're looking for an opportunity, look into ChargePoint, CHPT. Look into it. Make your own decisions. I'm not going to be held responsible, but in my mind, like $18 is a phenomenal price for that stock. So I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, join the fucking Patreon, and thanks for supporting the channel.